Hey Superwomen. So I'm going to set up my planner for the month of May. I'm going to light a candle. Things have been pretty stressful for me lately, and a nice candle just brings a sense of calm. And planning out my weeks, planning out my month is just very, very therapeutic for me. And I want to try to stay on task now that not only am I a wife, but I'm a mother of four with a new baby. So we're trying to stay on top of everything, everyone's appointments, birthdays, special events, all the things. So now I am really, really a big fan of cloth and paper. So most of my stationery is from cloth and paper. The only thing that I'm using to plan with is that's not from cloth and paper is my Notique agenda. Now I'm opening these pens for the first time. Actually, one is a marker. It comes with two ends, a chiseled end and a fine point, and it's in the color chocolate milk. So I decided to write just a few things that I need to do in the little sidebar for the month. And I really like that, so I'm definitely going to use it throughout this video. The pen, however, was giving me some serious issues. So it started writing pretty well, and then it just stopped. So I'm not sure if I was using it improperly or maybe it just is defective. So usually the pens that I get in the sub boxes work really well and I really enjoy them. This one, however, maybe it was just a defective item and that's okay. So what I'm trying to focus on is setting up goals, which is basically just reminders of things I need to save for or events that are coming up. So we know how to plan it when I do my budgeting as well. We have three important savings goals for the month of May. That's Mother's Day, Father's Day to get ahead of it, and then also Teacher Appreciation. And so since when you see this video, Teacher Appreciation Week is the second week of May, we really have to put money aside, and I don't want to forget that. I like to break down maybe 3 or 4 categories worth of goals. So spiritual goals, personal goals, financial goals, and business goals. And I have 2 channels that I'm trying to manage really well right now. This one, which is Tasha Loves Life. This is the first channel that I've created in the YouTube space. And then I have my Mind Your Money channel. One of the things that are super important to me is making sure I know what's coming up so we know how we're spending our money and we know how we're spending our time. So I like that this insert includes a space for important dates and then also bills that are due. So everything in one simple space, and it's not overwhelming because too much information can really overwhelm me, and I'm trying to stay as calm as possible. So now I'm setting up my goals, and I'm sticking to 1 or 2 goals with each category so that I don't miss the mark, so to speak. I'm trying to make sure I get those little small wins. So one thing in my spiritual category, one thing in personal, one thing in financial, and a couple of things in business. But the fun part of planning for me is being able to create. I love to create videos. I love to edit the videos. And this is just one way of me staying accountable because we have a large family now and people are depending on me, and I want to show up and serve for them as much as possible. And so my top priorities are to make sure I write things down. I keep an organized list. I keep all of our bills organized. I keep our to-dos organized, appointments, and all of those things. And remember to appreciate the people who are really instrumental in making my life easier. Those would be my children's teachers. That would be my husband. That would be friends that I lean on and depend on. And so that's pretty much why I'm planning on camera, and it's why I'm trying to stay on top of it, because if I don't have a space to hold myself accountable, I will really drop the ball, and I really don't want to do that. So on this calendar for the month of May, I'm going to use this marker. I'm going to use the fine point end to fill in important dates such as dentist appointments, doctor's appointments. I think all well, 3 of my 4 children have appointments this month. I have an appointment this month, and thankfully a family member is coming in to visit. So we'll have a little extra help, or I'll have extra help, because I truly, truly do need it with managing getting the children to and from school and dealing with other, family issues that need my attention. So I'm using these transparent stickers. I think these came in February's Cloth and Paper subscription box. And I really like these because I don't have to do as much writing, but my eyes are drawn to it when I see it on the paper. I'm really afraid of using too much color on my monthly calendar because it can be overwhelming. It probably is very pretty if I used multiple colors and big stickers and all of the, motivational stickers and whatnot, but I would lose the functionality of it, and that is not helpful to me. So I like just to write just a little reminder, put a small sticker, and I can stay on top of what's happening during the month. So these are actually perfect. I think these were created mostly for Bujo planning, if I'm saying that right, or like in a small notebook, but these actually work pretty well for me on this spread. So I know it's probably not the intended way to use them, but for me, it works fine. And so we have, again, a couple of birthdays. So we have some birthday celebrations that we plan to have in the month, and I want to remind myself of those. I don't think outside of that we have too much going on, and you'll probably see that on the right side of my calendar. That's when most of our appointments, birthdays, and special occasions are happening. So it might look a little imbalanced, but I'll try to use some of my stick notes to also just extra writing space. So in case whatever things happen in the month that I want to remind myself of, I'll use those stick notes as a way to jot those down so that I don't write too much inside the calendar boxes. Because again, if there's too much writing, if there's too many stickers and things, it really overwhelms me, and I don't want to be overwhelmed. So I hope you enjoy watching me set up, and maybe having a friend that you can plan with as well. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, well, I don't wanna jinx it, baby. And twist myself at the spine. Don't wanna overthink it, baby. It's just twist your body and mine. Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, but I don't wanna jinx it, baby. Let's not get ahead of my time. Oh, but I don't wanna miss you, baby. So I stand up and speak my mind. Oh.
I'm still trying to figure out my planning style. Like, what do I enjoy seeing when I look at my monthly spread? Or how do I like to separate or categorize certain things? So I kept this part in the video when I wanted to take it out because it just shows that sometimes, when you start planning, you don't really know what motivates you, what do you like to look at, what helps you to stay focused. Now, the line looks pretty good from afar away, but internally I was screaming because it didn't look that well. But what I wanted to do was separate my to-dos for the month, things that we need to buy, like things that are tied to our finances, and then, create a menu slash grocery list so that I can make sure we're not overspending this month. So that's pretty much what I was trying to do here. But I'm still learning my style. I know I'm more of a functional planner than anything else, but this is just what helps me to, again, stay on task and stay focused and create a plan that will help me to have a productive month. Two of my four children are in elementary school. So, one is in pre-K and one is in first grade. So those two are the children I'm buying items for their teachers, because my high schooler has so many teachers and that would just take up too much of our budget. So I'm just writing a note here, or a list of all the things that I want to purchase for each of their two teachers and one assistant teacher, and that's pretty much how I used the notes page. And then I'm going to move on to basically kind of recap what happened during the first week of the month of May, and then I will plan for the second week of the month.
some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're channeling wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, 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 oh,
Thanks for being here for as long as you were. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you have a productive next week and a fabulous May. Thank you so much for liking, commenting, and subscribing, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye for now.